All right, caller, what's up, man? What's your thoughts?
Man, you already know who it is, man. It's your boy, the number one basketball fan ever to live, man. The world breaker, man. What's up, man?
What's up, man? How you like them 9 rings?
I'm not gonna lie. I think this topic just showed me LeBron to go. LeBron is so go. It's so great. Y'all got to pretend this stuff happened to give Michael Jordan a chance in the GOAT debate. This whole thing was cute and all that, but come on now.
Why don't LeBron have 9 rings with all his team hopping and all these superstars he played with?
Because LeBron played better competition than MJ. But anyway, why I would call in, I want to throw something in there though, just to see what you think.
All right.
I think you should consider the narratives at the time in their career. Michael Jordan was already put in the GOAT debate before he won championships, so he wasn't in pressure to team hop and try to do everything he could to win the championship. Versus LeBron in his 6-7 year, when he was dominating the league, the main thing about him was, oh, well, Brian, you need to get a championship. You need to get a championship. He got 4 rings, and we still won't put him in the GOAT debate, or some people try not to. Michael Jordan had 0 and was considered the GOAT. Do you think that changes things for Mike if he was in LeBron's situation?
No, because he was in LeBron's situation. I mean, he had to look at what Bird and Magic did. Magic had what, 5?
But before the 90s, he was already put in the GOAT debate.
Hold on, Magic had 5, Bird had 3, Kareem had 6, Russell had however many he had, 11, right? So he was already lit. Dr. J was already like when we seen Dr. J, those was big shoes to fill. So Mike was looking at people that had accomplishments and also had clout and big shoes to fill, and was like, man, I got to live up to that. So yes, he did have that. And he lived.
But they put him in the GOAT debate, though. They said this might be the greatest player we ever seen before the 90s came.
Right. Key words. This might be the greatest player we ever seen, which means
when we wasn't saying that about LeBron.
Hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. You got Bill Russell, who won 11, but we had people that came after Russell, and we had people that played against Russell, like Wilt, that was a better player than him. Right. So no one was saying Russell was the greatest player we ever seen. They were saying Wilt was. And then comes Kareem, and we were like, oh, shoot, Kareem might be the greatest player we ever seen. Then we seen Bird and Magic, and we was like, oh, shoot, they might be the greatest player. And then Jordan came and was like, oh, no, this is it. This is the best we've ever seen. Notice the words, the key words, the best we've ever seen. Not the greatest winner. They said this is the best we've ever seen. So he was on GOAT.
Was we saying that about LeBron though?
No, because
in his 7 years.
Listen to what I just laid out. From Russell to Wilt to Kareem to Bird and Magic, the players got better. And then when it got to Mike, that was the top player we've ever seen. And then after Mike, we haven't seen no one as good as him except Kobe. LeBron didn't reach neither one of the no. Listen to what I'm saying, Reward Breaker. No one said LeBron is the greatest player we ever seen. Mike is still the greatest we ever seen. Like, we watch and say, man, no flaws, like not just his basketball skill, his mentality didn't have flaws, his heart didn't have flaws, his drive, his work ethic. That was literally hardly no flaws you could find except his 34% free 3-point shooting. And that's not even a flaw. That's just average. He's an average 3-point shooter. His flaw is being average at something. Everything else was pristine. It even looked good the way he played. It was aesthetically pleasing as well. Like he had it all, and then he went and proved it on paper with his resume and was like, oh yeah, and that confirms it. Like, we watched the best player. Like, if we seen the best player, I was like, that's the best player I've ever seen, but he never won. Then you got to second guess yourself and was like, wait, how's my eyes fooling me? Like, he looks like the best, but he can't win. Why? And then you have to start doing a deep dive to figure out why, right? Kevin Durant looks like one of the best we ever seen. Why is it so hard to win? And you have to reconcile that and find out why he's not winning so easy. It's a whole different ball game with that. I don't even want to bring it up, but back to Michael Jordan, that didn't happen. When we say he's the best we've ever seen, and then we watch his career, he went and proved that our eyes was telling us the truth. That makes sense?
It makes sense to a degree, but this is my thing though. Y'all was saying that before he won anything.
I don't know about y'all. Listen, you don't have to win nothing to be the greatest we've seen, the best we've seen. You just the best player. You don't have to win it to be the best player.
He was in the GOAT debate before the 90s though. Like, but
Wordbreaker, there was no GOAT debate.
That's not what Scottie Pippen said.
There was no GOAT debate, Wordbreaker.
How come Scottie said I never heard of a GOAT until the 90s?
Early 90s. That's why it's no. How's it a debate if the GOAT don't exist? The GOAT, the word GOAT didn't exist.
Yeah, until Michael Jordan, right?
Until LL Cool J.
Until Michael Jordan, right?
No, until LL Cool J. LL Cool J is the one who made that popular. He made that popular.
Okay, well, I'll say this. Kelly, I will say this. If LeBron wasn't put, and I think we can at least agree on this, LeBron was put on more pressure to win in year 7 than Michael Jordan was.
Every player that is the face of the league has the same pressure on them. Go win. You can't bail him out by saying he had pressure and then say this is the reason why he didn't live up to whatever he didn't live up to. He got 4 rings.
No, I ain't saying. I'm just saying at year 7, LeBron definitely had more pressure to win than Michael Jordan. Like it's not even. The man got down there 4-5 rings, and y'all still won't even put him in the top 5.
Yeah, but we just went down the list and said if someone like Michael Jordan team hopped the way LeBron did, he would have 9 rings, and that's being modest. That's being modest.
But he didn't have to team hop because he was already being respected as one of the greatest players before he won anything. LeBron didn't get that.
LeBron, hold on.
Y'all make LeBron work 10 times harder.
No. Word breaker.
To get his props.
LeBron won 2 straight MVPs in Cleveland. He was getting his props. He was considered the best player in the league. He was getting his props. Oh well,
I wasn't putting him in the GOAT debate. Y'all kept saying he not the GOAT because he don't got 6 like Jordan.
No,
when Jordan had 0.
They didn't put him in the GOAT debate because he wasn't as good as Michael Jordan, and we noticed that when he first got exposed by San Antonio in the finals. But we let that slide, and then he went to Miami and got exposed again in Dallas, and then that's when the GOAT debate was over. Like, no, Michael Jordan. Like, we see all the flaws in LeBron's game. You back off this dude and give him the jump shot, and you can sweep him in the finals. It don't matter if it's him in Cleveland or him with a super team in Miami. You getting whooped because you can't shoot, and you average that. What was he averaging? 19 points in the finals, just because he couldn't shoot the jump shot, and then he couldn't go in the post and score. Like that, he got exposed, and this is year 8 LeBron with a super team, and couldn't beat Dirk. So yes, when you observe his game and observe Mike's game, the GOAT debate is over once we figure out that you're not as good as Mike. So next, in Kobe's situation, he was very, very closer than any other player that we've ever seen to Mike. So his GOAT debate would make more sense, but the only reason why it doesn't is because his paper resume doesn't match up to Mike's, because he came in and had to play 5 years with Shaq. And people tax him for winning 3 with Shaq and act like those 3 don't count.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, so on paper, Kobe Bryant, he can't compete with Michael Jordan. But as a player,
can't compete with LeBron either.
But as a player, he's head and shoulders above LeBron, and as a player, he's standing neck and neck with the GOAT. So as a player, Kobe is up there. On paper, he's not. On paper, LeBron is up there because he team hopped and cheated the system. You smell what I'm cooking?
I feel you, but at the same time, I don't, because like they just came in different circumstances. And I just can't. It's hard for me to imagine that.
Yeah, but you got to take that up with the basketball guys. They chose MJ. They didn't choose LeBron.
Oh no, LeBron already chose. Y'all just can't get over it. Y'all still talking about stuff that happened 30 to 40 years ago. That's how great LeBron is. Y'all gotta bring us stuff that happened in what we talking about? 1990s, the 1980s. And it's what time? What is it? It's 2026. Y'all gotta move on, Mel. I'm sorry.
Hey,
how many of your teams Michael Jordan beat in the finals? That's better than the Warriors with 73 wins. That's better than Kevin Durant with the Warriors.
How many teams LeBron? How many
teams?
Hold on, Warburger. How many
Michael Jordan faced?
How many teams?
Better than the Spurs?
Wait, hold on, Warburger.
2000s.
You talking about who LeBron played against? It's not about how good the team is you played against. It's about how evenly matched the team that you were on versus the team you played against. So you're talking about how good Golden State or San Antonio was. How good was the teams that LeBron had? Like if you look if you look at Michael Jordan, if you look at Michael Jordan, his second best player was Scottie Pippen, who never gave him more than 22 points a game.
But they're not playing against the same people though.
Listen to what I'm saying. So the people on his team, his third best player was a defender rebounder and Rodman, who he got when he was 35, 36 years old already. So he was past his prime, right?
Right.
LeBron has had players like Rodman on his team at 35, 34 years old that he couldn't do nothing with. His name was Ben Wallace. So when LeBron had Ben Wallace, he looked like trash. When LeBron had Shaq, he looked like trash. When LeBron had Antoine Jameson.
How old was Shaq on Cleveland?
How old was Rodman on the Bulls?
But Rodman and Shaq ain't the same people though.
Yeah, but you just said
that's why I gotta suck.
But you said though. What about Ben Wallace? Ben Wallace. Hold on.
Though.
Ben Wallace and Rodman the same people?
At that age?
Yeah, they both was about the same age when they joined Jordan and LeBron.
So you say neither one better than the other one? They both the same.
They do the same thing. They rebound and play defense as an undersized power forward.
When we say that Rodman is better than Ben Wallace, then
are you saying Rodman better than Ben Wallace?
I would say so. At that age,
of course you would, because he played with Jordan. But it was the same age.
Because he Dennis Rodman. What did you say?
Well, I mean, in name is great, but they both Hall of Fame great defenders, first team all defense, defensive player of the years, rebounding champs. They both do the same thing, dog. How come it worked for a three-peat with Jordan, but they couldn't even get to the finals with LeBron?
Because they didn't play against the same people, Mel.
You see, this is what I'm saying. Like, so
like, if you're gonna do this, you gotta take into account competition too, though.
Okay, the competition was Dwight Howard, Turkoglu, and Rafe Alston.
You know what I'm saying?
How come he couldn't?
I'm talking about the finals. We talking about the finals, though.
No, he didn't even get to the finals. How come he couldn't get past Dwight Howard, Turkoglu, and Rafe Alston? Jameer Nelson was hurt. Rafe Alston skipped to my loose straight off the streets. Was cooking them.
So
how come Dwight could lead a team better than LeBron in Cleveland?
Who was the team Michael Jordan beat to go to the finals?
You tell me.
With that Dennis Rodman.
With Dennis Rodman? He beat Orlando, Shaq and Penny. That was one
the second year.
That was one of the teams. Yeah, the second year they beat Shaq. They swept Shaq and Penny. It was a sweep.
Hold on, I gotta go down. All right, what in '91? That's funny.
That's funny. It was Orlando. It's funny. It was Orlando with Shaq and Penny, and it was Orlando that sent LeBron to Miami.
But then Mike lose to them too, though. Mike lost to them too, though.
Yeah, when he came back wearing 45 from baseball. Yeah, he did lose to him.
I thought there was no excuses. Y'all don't give LeBron no excuses. Don't give Michael Jordan no excuses.
I ain't got to give him no excuse. He lost to him. Yeah, he did.
I'm just saying.
No, I ain't got to give him no excuses. But when he lost to him, did he go join and form a super team after he lost to Orlando? No, he came back the next year and beat him in a sweep.
Yeah, he had the right team to beat him.
Yeah, all they added was Rodman. How come Ben Wallace didn't help LeBron? How come
because Ben Wallace not as good as Dennis Rodman?
How come LeBron couldn't just add somebody so he can come back and beat Orlando the next year?
I don't know. All I can say is I just don't think it's a good argument because they played against the same people and they got different teammates, so you really don't know. All we really is doing is playing imagination right now.
Yeah. So you see on the screen, right?
Oh no, I don't look at the thing. What's on the screen?
I don't know. Michael Jordan climbing that mountain and LeBron taking the helicopter up.
So you think playing 23 years no breaks is easy?
If you team hop, I think it's very easy because you get a younger co-star every 4 years that can carry the load for you.
Or maybe LeBron should have quit multiple times like Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I think he should have. Yeah, no, I think he should have. I think we go do that tomorrow. We go talk about what it would look like if LeBron took MJ's rep and only played 15 years and only kept one co-star like Scottie Pippen and kept him the entire career, and he gets older and more injury prone. Like I would love to see how many if he could get 2-3-peats doing it that way. What you think?
Oh, I think he definitely would. Get him Phil Jackson. We didn't even talk about the coach. We forgot Phil Jackson, a Hall of Fame coach throughout Michael Jordan's whole career.
Yeah, Eric Spoelstra, a Hall of Fame coach too. He gonna be in the Hall.
Come on now, you know Eric Spoelstra is not as good as a coach as Phil Jackson. Come on now.
He's top tier.
You really gonna do that?
He's top tier in this league right now.
Michael Jordan was James Harden until Phil Jackson took over.
Who's the best coach in the league right now?
Right now?
Yeah. Because when Phil was coaching, it was Phil, it was Pat Riley, it was Lenny Wilkins. They might have been the top three. Then Popovich came along later on, but yeah, them top three, they might have been it. Right now, it might be Ty Lue, it might be Eric Spoelstra.
Ime.
Who you think Ime?
I think Ime might be up there.
You think he better than Eric Spoelstra? Eric Spoelstra got what 2 rings and been to the finals 5 times.
He's been coaching longer, head coaching longer though.
Oh, okay. So here's my point. When Eric Spoelstra coached LeBron, where he was a young coach, I think he might have coached Wade 1 year. So he was like maybe a second year coach when LeBron got there, right? And Phil Jackson was a first year coach, right? And we didn't know Phil Jackson was going to be a Hall of Famer until after he got his 6th ring with MJ. Then was like, yeah, that's Hall of Fame worthy. But that took 6 years.
Hold on now. That sounds like Captain Me. He told me he had to win 6 rings before y'all say he was a Hall of Fame coach. That's
when did you say he was a Hall of Fame coach? When he got hired? Hold on. What year did you say? No, Werberg, I'm gonna ask this question. You got to answer it. What year in your mind? Because this is revisionist history for you. I lived it. I was watching the game at that. You're very young. So what you know of Phil Jackson now is a finished product. But remember,
right.
When I was watching Phil, this is him coming into the league as a young coach, unknown. He didn't come in as a Hall of Fame coach. So what year would you say he was a Hall of Fame worthy coach? Because at that time, Pat Riley had.
I say if you get a 3-peat, I say if you get after the 3-peat.
After the 3-peat, he was a Hall of Fame coach. All right, so that's first year he came in, they lost to the Pistons in the Eastern Conference. So that's year 1. Year 2, they won it.
Yeah.
So by year 4, that after the 3-peat, so coming into his 5th season, so 5 years, you felt like Phil Jackson was a Hall of Fame coach because of a 3-peat, correct?
Yeah. All
right. Now,
and
hold on. Eric Spoelstra.
Even though y'all already had
listen to what I'm saying. Eric Spoelstra came in in the league, and after his 5th year, he had already been to the finals 4 times, and he won 2. He didn't 3-peat, but he got the 4 finals. So by your standard, Phil Jackson after 5 years and a 3-peat is considered Hall of Fame. What about Eric Spoelstra with 4 straight finals appearances and 2 rings? Is that Hall of Fame? Thank you. So
that could be Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
That could be Hall of Fame.
Exactly. So
But I still don't.
Hold on. And I'm gonna throw this on the screen too. This is the greatest, the top 15 greatest coaches of all time. Red Auerbach, Larry Brown, Chuck Daly, Red Holzman, Phil Jackson, Casey Jones, Steve Kerr, Don Nelson, Greg Popovich, Jack Ramsey, Pat Riley, Doc Rivers, Jerry Sloan, Eric Spoelstra, and rest in peace, Lenny Wilkins. Eric Spoelstra was named officially, when they named the top 75 of all time, they also did the top 15 coaches. They officially named Eric Spoelstra a top 15 coach of all time. So when hold on. So LeBron has had his Phil Jackson. He just left him because Wade's knees was bad. He had Phil Jackson. So we're not going to pretend like he ain't have good coaching like Jordan did. The difference is 4 years with his Phil Jackson got him 2 out of 4 rings, and 8 years with Jordan's Phil Jackson got him 2 3-peats.
I can go now?
Sure.
I don't think all Hall of Famers is equal. Is what
Here we go.
I'm saying, though. I still think. I'm just saying. So you're saying every Hall of Fame player is equal to each other?
No, I'm saying people need to stop lying and saying LeBron didn't have Hall of Fame coaching, because we ain't even got we ain't even got the Ty Lue yet. We ain't even got the Ty Lue yet. Ty Lue is on the same level with Spoelstra.
I'm not saying Eric Spoelstra not a Hall of Fame coach. I'm saying he's just not a Phil Jackson, though. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, who is? I guarantee you, if
nobody. That's what I'm saying.
If Eric Spoelstra coached Michael Jordan and then went and coached Shaq and Kobe, Eric Spoelstra would be the Phil Jackson of this era. He would be Phil Jackson. What made Phil Jackson is he got the luxury of coaching Jordan and Shaq and Kobe. That's what made him Phil Jackson. Right? What made Greg Popovich, he got the luxury of coaching David Robinson and Tim Duncan, Ginobili and Parker, and then Tim Duncan, Ginobili, Parker, and Kawhi. As soon as Tim Duncan was gone, Popovich didn't look good at all, did he? What made Pat Riley is he got the luxury of coaching Buck Johnson, Magic Johnson, and Kareem, Cap, and Worthy, and Byron Scott. And then he was able to move on to the Knicks and coach Ewing. Then he was able to move on to the Heat and coach Tim Hardaway, Mashburn, and Alonzo Mourning. And then he was able to go into the president position and get Dwayne Wade and Shaq and step down and coach them. And then he was able to get the Miami Big Three with Wade, LeBron, and Bosh. What are we talking about, dog? Coaches are coaches, but if you get one of these generational players, it's going to make your career. The difference is not Spoelstra and Phil. The difference is Mike and LeBron. Mike is on a different level, and that's what made Phil Jackson a different level. Kobe and Shaq is on a different level, and that's what made Phil Jackson another level. It's LeBron. LeBron is the issue, though. You don't want to admit it, though.
He not the issue if he got the resume he got.
Dude,
they won.
Look, it wouldn't have been
Eric Spoelstra never win without LeBron. Eric Spoelstra never won without LeBron. Phil Jackson won without Mike.
Because he got Kobe and Shaq. If Eric Spoelstra get Kobe and Shaq, he'll win without LeBron.
What happened when Eric Spoelstra faced LeBron in the finals? Didn't he get beat?
He didn't have Kobe and Shaq. If he had Kobe and Shaq, he wouldn't have an issue. But I appreciate the call, man. I mean, you tried, but and I'm cooking. You know.
I mean, at the end of the day, this is all imagination anyway. Like y'all gotta make up stuff for Michael Jordan to get.
No, we don't. He got 2 3-peats.
Yeah, you gotta pretend.
He got 2 3. He got 2 3-peats.
You gotta pretend he did this. I don't gotta pretend nothing. I can show you LeBron where you gotta make up Michael Jordan's.
Okay, if that, you know what, I'll take it. I'll take it, man.
No, it was fun though, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
All right, man.
I'm gonna hop back in here.
All right, man. You got cooked.
That was fun.
I appreciate the call. I definitely appreciate the call.
Yes.
All right. Yep.
All right.